iron farm and villager trading hole. It's cheap, really easy to build, the iron farm is really fast, and you got a fully functioning trading hole with discounts using zombies. And here is everything that you need for this insane combo. As you can see, it's not that much. So without any further ado, let's stop talking and let's get to building. And the first step, and probably the most important one, the location. We're building an iron farm, a villager trading hole, so we have a lot of villagers. So you need to be at least 150 blocks away from any villager, village, working station, or bed. And if you can find some flat land just like this, it's gonna be ideal. And now we're gonna start building or digging. So you need to dig 9 blocks in a row and dig it 2 blocks down just like that. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Skip 1 block, switch to the next side and do the same thing. So 9 blocks. This is 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. Again, skip 1 block and you get the idea. You're gonna have a square of blocks dug out, 2 blocks down and 9 blocks long. Just like this. And then we're gonna dig some more. Go to these lines right here. Go to the left or right, it doesn't matter, and dig away from this square in the middle 3 blocks. So this is 1, 2, and then 3. Now skip 1 block to this side and then do the same thing. So 3 blocks in there and make sure there are 2 blocks down, and keep repeating the same step for this entire line. This is what you should end up with, and now just repeat the same step on all 4 sides. So at the end, you should end up with this, like, I don't know, like virus shape or like CPU or something. I don't know. But now we're gonna focus on each one of these small lines right here, and these ones are for the villagers. Start by taking your pistons and place one on this block next to this line right here. 2 building blocks after the piston, 1 redstone dust here below, 1 block on top of that, and 1 lever on top. If you did everything correctly, you should be able to flick this lever right here. The piston is gonna go up, and if you click it again, it's gonna go down. But we want it to be up. And now repeat the same steps for every single line. Let me show you how to do it one more time. So 1 piston right here, 2 blocks after that, 1 redstone dust, a block on top, and 1 lever, and click it. And keep going. And this is what you should end up with. It's getting more and more complicated. Now take your solid blocks, go to each piston, and start from the right or left. It doesn't really matter. Go 2 blocks up. Don't place anything on top of the piston, and keep doing the same thing. So between each one of these pistons, place 2 blocks, and place 2 more on every single end. And now on top of everything, place a line of blocks on top of these pillars. Go inside and using some more building blocks. Go to these corners right here. I want you to place 2 blocks on top. And now pay attention. On the bottom block, I want you to place a top slab for this entire line. But on the second block, just place a normal block. It doesn't really matter. And of course, repeat the same step for every single corner. So 2 blocks, some slabs here on the bottom, and blocks on top. And once all of that done, add 1 more layer of blocks on top. This is going to be useful for later. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the first difficult step of the farm, the zombies. Since we want to get those discounts, we need 4 zombies, 1 on each lane. And the way you're going to do it is going to be straightforward. So make a staircase to one of the 2 lanes. You're going to notice that at every corner, you're going to have access to 2 lanes, which is kind of problematic. But the main idea is getting them through this staircase right here to the bottom. Make sure 1 piston is down, so when you lure them in, you can just run to that piston, crouch, jump, and you can go through, but the zombie can't. And after doing that, go to this side right here and close it back, but don't close back this corner because we're gonna need to bring this zombie later. So close it over here or something. And it makes total sense. After you have a zombie in each lane, just close these corners right here. I'm in survival and it's nighttime, so let's just do the thing. So I'm gonna spawn the zombie right here. He's gonna start following me. 1 of the 2 pistons is down, so I'm gonna be using this one right here. Go all the way to the corner. Wait for him to get in here. Okay. Go inside the tunnel. Crouch, jump right here. Go to the other side. Quickly. And I fail. Second attempt, I have a new idea. Once I'm here, so once I jump on top of the piston, I'm gonna try to place a block behind him. This should work. So second zombie, and by the way, you should be able to find a lot of zombies nearby. They're not that hard to come by. Okay, so he's following me. We're gonna go inside the tunnel. I've played these games before. Okay, he's following me. He's getting really close. Try to place a block behind him. Perfect. And just gotta get out. And he had a shovel too, but as you can see, we got a zombie. So just repeat the same steps for all 4 lanes, but we also want them to never despawn. And you have 2 ways of doing that. Obviously, this zombie is already carrying an item, but if I try to drop an item at him, he might pick it up or not. He doesn't pick it up, so that's kind of problematic. You're gonna need to use a name tag in this scenario, but if the zombie picks up the item, he will never despawn. So you can either use name tags or look for zombies that can pick up the items, so it's up to you. And that's that for the zombies. Now it's time for the second most difficult step, the villagers. You're gonna need to bring in here 20 villagers, but not only that, you have to do it one at a time with a specific method of doing so that I'm gonna be showing you right now. The easiest way of transporting the villagers is obviously going to be rails and minecarts, so build a road from your villager to his spot right here. For example, this is my villager. I'm going to be placing the minecart. Okay, where are you going? And just push him to the minecart, so he should get in, and push him now to his spot. And once he's in, place one block right here, one trapdoor on the bottom, and now we can get rid of the minecart, and he will never leave. Go on the roof and place a bed for the villager, and he should connect to it instantly, just like that. And now finally, it's time for his working station. This depends on the trades that you want. So you can go for like a librarian for books, a fletcher to trade sticks, a farmer to get some crops, whatever. Suppose I want fletcher, so I'm going to be placing a fletching table down next to him. You should also connect to it immediately and become a fletcher, and now we got some trades. If you don't like the trades that you're given and you want to try to get better ones, all you have to do is just break it and place it again. And you keep repeating this step until you get the best trades that you want, and this is it. See all of this like procedure, bringing the villager in, the block, the trapdoor, the bed, the working station, and breaking it and placing it until you get the best rate. You have to do that for every single villager, but please, one villager at a time. I can't stress this enough. It's really important. And just like that, I have 20 villagers. They all have their beds, they all have their working station, and I got the trades that I want. Now we need to work on the inside. Look at this square and try to find the middle block, so this one right here. Dig it 2 blocks down, and then dig 1 block next to it. It doesn't matter which direction. Place 1 chest on the bottom, 1 hopper going into the chest, but make sure it's the middle block, and then 1 block next to it so you can still open the chest. On all 4 corners of this square, place 1 water bucket. The water should flow perfectly to the middle and stop at the hopper. For the lava, however, it's not that simple, so please pay attention. Go to the middle hopper, crouch, and place 1 sign on top. Place another sign on top of this sign, another sign next to the second one right here, and place another one on top of this one. I know it's kind of confusing, but let's just keep going. Looking at the final sign, go to the left, place another sign. Look to the left again and place another sign from this final sign right here. Add 1 more. Look to the left and place another sign. Add 1 more, and finally look to the left and place another one. I know it's really messy, but this is the best way of doing it, and now all you have to do is place 1 lava bucket on this sign right here, and if you did everything correctly, it should stop. So it's not spilling everywhere, and this is it for the killing mechanism. And over the final couple of steps, as you can see, while building everything inside, there are some iron golems that spawned outside the farm. But not only that, some of them can also spawn on top of here. It's kind of a mess. So it's time for spawn proofing. On top of the farm itself, look at every single solid block and place any spawn proofing block on top. So you can go for leaves, you can go for slabs, anything to make sure that nothing spawns on top. I know outside the farm is going to be a little trickier. You have 2 options as well. Going from the farm on every side, you're gonna need to spawn proof 8 blocks away. You can place slabs or leaves, but I have a better solution. Take any shovel, it doesn't matter. Go to the inside of the farm, count 8 blocks out while making path blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the good thing about path blocks is that nothing can spawn on top. So you have to do the entire thing 8 blocks away from every single direction, so you should end up with a big path block. This is a time-consuming step, but trust me, it's gonna be all worth it at the end. And just like that, I mean, just look at this beautiful square. I mean, it's you know, it's like a square path, or a path of square. But we can do even better, but don't worry, it's really simple. Cats. You probably know this, but iron farms spawn a lot of cats, as you can see, and they can get kind of annoying and, you know, prevent the iron golems from getting to the lava, etc. What you can do about that is kill these cats in the middle because we don't really need them. And once you get a cat outside, let me look for one. As you can see, here is a cat. You're gonna give them some fish. So now they're tamed. And if you do this with a lot of cats surrounding the farm, not a lot of cats are going to be spawning inside, which is going to make the farm even more efficient. And now for the final step, we need a way to access the chest. And to do that, you just have to dig a tunnel through the middle to the chest. So just dig a couple of blocks down. I recommend going for at least 5 blocks. It's kind of excessive, but just to be safe. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and 5. And just like that, I dig up, and as you can see, we got the chest, and we can access it. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the iron farm and villager trading hall is complete. There is only one thing to do. Get rid of these iron golems that spawned outside. And if you did all of this spawn proofing correctly, the iron golems should now spawn inside. died to the lava, and if I go down the tunnel, there is some iron in the chest. But now it's gonna get fun. We're gonna talk about the villager trading hole. And it's a really good trading hole. So first of all, you can just trade with the villagers normally. Okay, this is a good trade. 32.6 for an emerald. Not bad. But it gets a whole lot better when you infect them, and that's why we have the zombie on the bottom. And all you have to do is just press this lever. As you can see, the villager is gonna automatically get attacked by the zombie, and he's gonna eventually turn into a zombie villager himself. Once he does, press the lever again. And by the way, this is really important. Your game needs to be on hard mode. This is really, really important. And to cure him, it's really simple. You need a splash potion of weakness and 1 golden apple. Throw the weakness potion at him, give him the golden apple, and he's gonna start shivering, and he's basically getting cured. It takes a while, so while he does, I'm gonna explain something really important. Just like bringing the villager requires it to be 1 villager at a time, the same thing goes for curing or infecting. So now all we have to do is wait, and by the way, while we're waiting, we're getting some iron. And after like 5 minutes, we got our villager back, and as you can see, we got some juicy discounts. Instead of 32, now it's 26 sticks, so you're gonna get more emerald per sticks, and that's the point. But it doesn't stop at sticks. You can try it with every single villager type, so it's up to you. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It was me, Modstop. Bye-bye.